Okay, it is now a little past, what is it, 1 in the morning? 1:30 in the morning. It's August 7th. My birthday is roughly in 24 hours. And I am with DJ Scam Likely, aka Trapper. This is his first time at Bara Hack. This is my 15th time. I'm trying to get some good footage to put on my YouTube channel. We filmed it the last couple times, but I'm still trying to get the steady cam going.
I know what to buy to make that work, but it's expensive though.
We heard some noise. Me and Ron came here with this chick named Louisa one time that I was talking to, and we heard that too. He had a gun on him, he always does, and we still didn't go in. I was kind of bugged out, but I'm thinking it might just be the 4-H camp, because when we were all here last time, it was me, Joe. It was on and off. Like they have, like it's right through the woods. We heard it in the when we were in the cemetery. We heard it. Oh, and this is also known as the Village of Voices.
That's what I was thinking in my mind. Because at first it sounded like animals. At no point did it sound like music.
Well, you got to remember, it's supposed to be, if you read the Passing Strange book, because when we got to the end, when we came back, when the four of us, there was we heard these weird noises, and they were trying to dismiss it as animals. And I'm like, it's not a coyote. Coyotes howl, and it's not anything else. I thought it, like I heard like, you know, like people laughing and stuff like that, and then it went away. And usually that's what happens in the spurt of, you know, you hear things and it goes away quick. That happened up at that Sane Asylum cemetery. After I turned off my recorder and everything like that, we heard this maniacal laughing. It was me, Pat, and his sister after a UFC fight. Pat was hammered. She picked us up. We went there. It was our first time ghost hunting, and we heard that shit. And it was wild. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the ghost box. I'll put it up here. I'm gonna explain it. For those of you unfamiliar with a ghost box, it basically, you know, it's kind of like an EVP recorder where you get white noise, but it scans AM, FM sweep. You could switch it back and forth. You could change the frequencies and stuff, and it allows spirits to come through and basically gives you conversations with them, and then you could like take photos and do your investigation from there, do your EVP recording. So where you ask an EVP recorder and it comes back on the actual recording when you play it back, this you hear it live. I haven't had great luck with it yet, but I hear a lot of good things about it. I also hear a lot of people that don't like them, but everyone has one, so I got one, and I'm gonna keep giving it a couple chances until we figure it out. But for now, Mr. SL is gonna fuck with that shit. You could keep changing the frequency, asking questions. This is my third time coming here in a month. Before that, I came here a year ago with Ron, and before that, I had an 8-year layoff. So now all of a sudden, I'm back to coming to Bara Hack. This is chapter 1 in my book, Phasmophobia. I feel like I have done the most extensive research on this. An investigator from Rhode Island, a very prominent investigator named Paul Eno, has done a lot of work here. It's in Joseph Citro's book, Passing Strange, and it's in a few other ones. Odell Shepard, Harvest of the Quiet Eye. That one, I don't have that book. That's a really rare book that I really want, but I've read passages from it. But this spot is, I feel like it has a special place in my heart, and I don't just take anybody here. No, we're almost at it though. Trapper's been paying some dues. He's been coming with me. He's on my Ghost Rapper show. And okay, yeah, walk in front of me so I could like focus the camera on you rather than the ground, because it looks shitty. It's just me walking in the fucking grass. All right, that's one of the foundations right here. Here's one of them. There's a sign on it. The main foundation is right there. That tree right there is where I told you about the demon tree. Yeah, that's the demon tree. So this was the barn. Back in the day, like in 04, these signs weren't on them that said barn and shit. You can go in it.
Just click the camera button too. Take pictures.
Yeah. When me and Ron came, like something was like walking around with us, and we wound up getting like a skeletal foot photo or some weird shit.
There's no way this is natural.
No, it's the barn. Come here, let me show you some more stuff. Come on, there's a lot to see. There used to be a carved face in this rock. I have photos of it, but we can't find it. But this is the old foundation. Okay, so this tree right here, if you read my book, was
Is it taking? Let me see this head of it.
huh?
Let me see this. Can we in? Now it'll do it. Easier. Now use the focus thing to focus it now.
It's fine. Look at me. Alright, so this is the main foundation. I found psychedelic shrooms in there once.
Did you eat them?
Yeah. No, I didn't eat them, no. But it was them.
These rocks.
There used to be a face in this on this thing. That's the sheepfold. The whole time I've been coming here, up until last time, I didn't even know this. Don't tell me to shush. We're in the middle of the fucking woods. I talk loud. Don't shush me. It's my investigation. Fucking. I didn't know this was anything. I guess this is. Main foundation. I kind of want to keep it moving because I only got like 20 minutes on this before it shuts off, and I don't know how to edit like two of them together yet. I still got to do that with the Fort Nathan Hale footage. So I want it to be one like continuous thing. So I want to get to the cemetery before it restarts. This is the old mill, or the Higginbottom house. Actually, like one of my first times, it's a pretty far fall. It's probably like 5 feet. We went down in there, and then I climbed up there, and I was doing Hulk Hogan poses and shit. It was dope. You could, in there, like the rock wall, there was some shrooms. They were definitely psychedelic shrooms. I think some kid from the 4-H camp came here with some spores and planted them. It was like a perfect spot for them. I talk about it in my book. You guys should all read my book. It's quite well written, believe it or not. Your boy, Madecipha got some literary skills. You know.
I don't know if you pay attention to foundations around Connecticut or around New England, but nowhere else have I seen rocks like this. I don't understand why we're here.
Obadiah Higginbottom, his wife is Dorcas. I managed to take the photo of Dorcas's ghost the first time I came here, and then on her birth, like in the middle of the daytime, I have a photo of it as well. They're both in my book, but she likes to be photographed. He likes to grow. He groaned for me once, and
I know what this is.
what?
It's a fence post for a gate.
Yeah, come here. Where's the well? Here's the well. Take a look at the foundation because we're about to keep it moving. The Higginbottom house. We're about to. It's Obadiah and Dorcas.
Who's that?
I got Dorcas's photo twice, and Obadiah was the first time I came here at night. We saw the green eyes. Every time you see the green eyes, it's him. He's the guy that runs the whole show.
This is the basement? Like that's
This
the
is-
basement and the house was like on top of that?
Yeah. And he groaned one time. It was me, Joe, Danny Damage, and this kid Billy Chrisman. And he, I would say, dude, back then we had like, it was '04, dude. I was still using like, disposable cameras. I wish I had all this high-tech shit then and got that on camera. That would have been the fucking greatest thing ever. But that was before I had anything. We were just like checking it out, you know what I mean? Come on, let's keep it moving. We gotta go. We could come back and spend more time here, but like I said, I only have probably like another 10 minutes before this clicks, and then I'm gonna have to start pasting files together, and I don't know how to do that yet. I uploaded that software that I bought, but I don't know how to use it. And I wanna get this up online tomorrow, especially before we go to the Opera House. I got kind of a little bit of a following going right now with all this ghost hunt shit. What happened?
You been to this building?
It's not really anything. Let's do it on the way back. It's just.
I just want us to check it with this. Take 2 seconds. Why is that standing? Things are weird. Things are built out.
I don't know what a corn crib is. If that's where they like kept the corn, probably dried it out. I don't think there'd be anything in there.
Like a silo.
Yeah. Usually all the activity happens at the old foundation and at the cemetery. Obadiah is like, you see, I saw the glowing eyes twice. The first time I came here at night, we saw the glowing eyes, and that's when we heard the groan. And then when I came here about a year ago with Ron, just me and him, it was the first time I came here at nighttime with just me and one other person. This is now the 3rd time. Then I came with Joe, and now I'm coming with you. I came here with my ex-girlfriend's little brother Dennis on Christmas Eve 2004, but it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we bounced before it got dark. But normally I come here in groups of 3 or more. But I find that coming just me and one other person is kind of dope. We're gonna stay to the left. Dude, a couple years ago, there's no way in hell I would have came here just me and one other person. You'd come here by yourself? You'd what? What, did you hear something?
It's the second time I heard that same noise. So I don't know.
Dude, I hope so.
It was like, I heard it before over and
I hope so. That thing wasn't cheap. I got kind of a deal on that one, but I would like it to work. My Instagram is basically all oddities people and all paranormal people. And like, you know, I keep the rap shit for Facebook and all that other whatever. I try to separate the 3 entities, if you will.
That's actually what I was gonna do too.
You know what I mean? I rep that I like do rap on Instagram. I post like pictures of my merch and stuff like that, but I mainly go hard with the oddities and the ghost stuff. And
my Instagram's basically gonna be pictures of cemeteries. So.
Yeah, I watch a lot of videos of people using the ghost box, and a few people, like, I mean, I'm friends with all these people in California and stuff. Just like I'm pretty well known in the oddities game now too, but a lot of people give me a lot of, you know, like, oh, it worked so well. We were, you know, I saw a video of somebody in the daytime, and it was.
If I stop like that,
it was no, because you're like jolted, and you're like.
I'm not scared. I'm trying to heal.
Yeah, well.
It's the place we hear noise. I'm not trying to interrupt.
Keep going. I'll tell you when the eyes are gonna come out. He's up here. If he's here, if Obadiah is out, he's up here to the left. He's always on the left, near the cemetery, and then you go there, and then the cemetery is right there. All right, so this part's kind of a pain in the ass. It used to be real bad. It used to be like running water. Back in 04, this was like a fucking hassle, but it kind of dried out. Yo, you know that pipe that we just jumped up when we first got here? In 2008, when I came here, it wasn't there. It was like completely covered in, and then they had to put it back, I guess, for some drainage reason. This place has changed a little bit over the course of the years. Like, yeah, the last time I came here was like, it was Dorcas's, it was the anniversary of her birthday. It was her 150th birthday. It was her 150th birthday. It was like July 1st or something like that. I came with this girl, Emily, that I was dating, and a few other people. It's in my book. I let a box turtle go, and then I didn't come back till 2016, like October, with Ron. So that's 8 years of not being here. And now, what? What? Now I've been here 3 times in a month. So, well, I mean, we're trying to get good at, you know, good shit and see stuff, and this is like the place to be. I know, like, after going to the Elks Lodge and then going to that cemetery the other day where we both saw that orb just up and fly away, you're kind of like a little satisfied, but I'm really hoping that we see the eyes moving around or something, because I know you want to have like that big moment, you know what I'm saying? I have a bunch of them under my belt. I wouldn't mind having another one, but I smell fire. What?
So you fucked up on the show the other day, a little bit.
Who did?
You did.
Why?
Because you could have made one part a little bit better.
What was
You
that?
smelled fire, but then you never explained what that meant.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well.
It was just one little thing I noticed. I mean, I just thought of it because of that. You know?
I'm kind of bugging out that we smell fire right now.
Wood fire.
Yeah, but that means either someone's making a fire right now or...
Could be coming from far away. This house is near.
Fire's not good, dude. Fire's usually like bad entity.
I went to that cemetery.
But I mean, you'd also smell other bad shit with it, and I smell just wood burning. Yeah. So I'm not like completely freaking out right now.
It smells like clean wood too.
Yeah, yeah. But
or a forest fire.
Is somebody here having a fire? Yeah. I don't feel like fucking...
I feel like the smell's gone and we would have seen it. You can see a fire a million miles through the wood.
I thought I just heard something.
Me too. Here? Did you hear it again?
No. Obadiah. All right. So there's that tree that sticks up straight. We came here the other day. I thought that was a body hanging out there. So if we're gonna see him, he's gonna be over here in the distance, like in the cut. The cemetery is right there. I heard something moving. You should come get in front of me. Keep your eyes like banana peeled, bro. You feel me? Obadiah. That's the cemetery right there. That wall. Oh, I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. Like a mug. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The infamous Bara Hack Cemetery. Huh?
Cool cemetery.
Anybody here? Third time this month. Trying to talk to you guys. Dorcas. She likes to be photographed. I'll show you the photos I got of her. Yo, that one right there is Patty Randall. So in my book, when we came here for the first time, the slate stone you could see is cracked, and I pulled it back and there was a bat in there. It was crazy. And then they tried to fucking kill the bat. They threw it in a fire anthill for some reason, and I saved it. And this is Obadiah right there. We tried to fix the stone, but we don't have any cement. It just keeps falling. Turn that shit off. Patty Randall. This is it. This is the Bara Hack Cemetery. This is all that's left of it. Just a bunch of... Look at this shit. It's like middle of the woods. How far do you think we walked? Half mile? It was like a half-hour hike. 20 minutes at least.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we're at 20. Actually, my camera says 21 minutes. So we've been walking in the woods 21 minutes. Are you gonna come in?
Not yet.
Is anybody here?
Heard that?
Yep. I definitely heard that. Someone there? Will you please knock? Damn. I don't know. This tree right here, according to every book that I read, you're supposed to see the face of a floating man, which I assume is Obadiah Higginbottom. He's like the ruler, the king of this whole spot. And like I said, his wife, Dorcas, the first time I came here, I have a photo of her face in blue ecto, and then I have another one. It looks straight up like an old woman in the middle of the daytime. Probably, I think it was April 2008. I came here with this kid, Ron, and you could see the outline of it. I'll show it to you on the computer. I haven't even showed you all the good photos yet, because in the book, they look, it's black and white. You can't really make them out, but on the computer, you could see it like clear as day. And it's her. It's that. I mean, unless it's Patty Randall, I don't know which one's which, but it was definitely a woman.
Don't point that at.
Huh?
Don't point that at.
Why?
I don't want what I'm doing.
Dorcas. See, she, yep, July 1st. We came here on our 150th anniversary of her.
Years old.
Yeah, but we came here on the 150th,
Old as hell.
the 150th anniversary of her death. We didn't even know that.
No, she lived old as hell for back in the day.
Yeah.
That's crazy to live 100 years.
This guy was 75. That's still kind of old for,
Dude,
in 1855. That's a long time.
that's crazy. This family has some like good genes.
Yeah. I wish they kept up with the cemetery a little bit more. It's kind of falling apart.
It's in the middle of the woods.
The 4-H camp should keep up with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whoever put those signs up again.
Yeah, whoever did that, I mean, come fix the fucking cemetery, you know?
I kind of like it overall.
I don't know, I think they could, like, you know, at least put that back together, like a little, I mean, I think it looks like they actually did try. There's a little bit of spikes in the middle. They drilled spikes in it.
We need our fucking fixing to lit.
Yeah. What are we gonna do, just go around and fixing stones?
We're gonna carry it in the bag.
We'll just keep it anonymous and people would be like, who are these anonymous people going around fixing tombstones? And me and you would just shh about it.
You'll be like, yeah.
It'd be kind of cool.
How much time you got?
It's 24, I think it goes to a half hour. This is gonna be a big video. I'm gonna have to upload it in the morning. Charge everything before we go to clean.
I want to either wait here for 5 minutes and then sit here for like 10 minutes with nothing on,
Yeah, we could do that.
or just turn it off now.
All right, you wanna just turn it off now?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna see if something happens without the footage. Sometimes that's how it is. We were in a cemetery the other day with just a flashlight and we saw a flying orb. So sometimes they don't show themselves when you're.
The two craziest things I've seen when we didn't have the camera.
Yeah, when we were at the numbers and we saw that the woman in the dress.
Hadn't been brought out yet. We had just pulled up.
Yeah, we saw that woman in the dress. I feel you. All right, yeah, let's try that. I want to get something good for people to see, but
I'll still take pictures after.
it is what it is. I mean, normally, like when we came here, like I said, his eyes are usually just chilling over there, and then you're like, oh, there he is. But I mean, that only happened twice out of 15 times. Well, out of those 15 times, 2 times I technically came here and didn't come in because we got spooked. And then one time we came in the winter and there was like, we made it to the foundations, and then like we heard coyotes going crazy and we went back and we didn't make it to the cemetery. So this is the 12th time I've actually been in the cemetery out of 15 times.
Yeah. That is one thing we do have to worry about up here in the woods.
What, coyotes?
Animals, yeah, coyotes. Maybe
bear, yeah. I don't think a bear at nighttime though, right? They're more like in the day.
Yeah, but if you stumble across its fucking den and babies or something.
Yeah, I'm not trying to fucking. No, I'm more, yeah.
Bears are more nocturnal.
That's why I like going with Ron.
Nighttime, bro.
Because Ron got the fucking burner, you know what I'm saying?
Bears are nighttime food.
Alright, well, I'm not trying to fucking
So
fight no Chicago bear, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Alright. Game over.